Now we will do question number 37. Now in this question you are asked to prepare income and expenditure account for the year ending 31st December 2012. That means our current year is 2012 and our year ending is 31st December. Okay. Now let us mark the adjustment first. Now see, to sale of furniture 2000 and book value 1600. That means there is a difference between the amount you have received by selling the furniture and the book value. So it will have adjustment. So we will mark the adjustment. To sale of furniture will have adjustment. Next, come to the payment side. Here see, by investment purchased on 1st April 2012. That means in the middle of the year, at the rate 20% per annum, means the interest rate on this investment is 20% per annum. That means you will have adjustment in interest on investment. I have told you in the last question also, whenever investment will have rate of interest mentioned with it, we will assume that there is an adjustment in the interest on investment. Now come to additional information. See, subscription outstanding on 31st 12 2011 were 400 and on 31st 12 2012 were 600. This means that subscription will have adjustment. So let us mark the adjustment. Two subscriptions will have adjustment. Next, outstanding salaries for the year ended 31st 12 were 1600 and outstanding bills for sundry expenses were 1200. This means that outstanding salaries means salaries will have adjustment, and again outstanding bills for sundry expenses means sundry expenses will have adjustment. Next, donation for building includes 20,000 for general donation. Now normally we don't include donation for building in income and expenditure account because donation for building is a capital receipt, but 20,000 for general donation. General donation is an income, so it should be included in income and expenditure account. Okay. Now let us start the sum. To balance brought forward means this is the opening cash balance, so this should not come in income and expenditure account. Next, to donation for building won't come in income and expenditure account. Next, life membership fee is also not an item of income and expenditure account. Next, to receipts from matches means income coming from matches, so this should be included in income and expenditure account. So by receipts from matches, now what is the amount? The amount is 16,000. Okay. Is subscription. Now subscription is an income but it has adjustment. By subscription we won't write the amount because it has adjustment. Next, to locker rent. Since locker rent is written on the receipt side, that means it is an income. By locker rent 800. Now to interest on investment. To interest on investment is an income, so it should come on the income side, but it has adjustment. By interest on investment, so it has adjustment, so we won't write the amount, just keep it blank. Next, to sale on furniture 2000 and book value is 1600. There is a difference between the amount we have received and the book value, so we will do one working note. Now see the working note. Cost of furniture. The cost of the furniture was 1600 and sales proceed means by selling the furniture how much you have received? 2000. Now in this case what we can see that our sales value is more than our cost value. So this means whenever the sale is more than the cost, then it indicates profit. Okay, so the difference between the sale and the cost price will be treated as profit. Why? Because our selling price is more than our cost price. So there was a profit on sale. And how much profit we made? We made profit of 400. Then whenever it is a profit, that means it is an income for the company. Since it is an income for the company, so it should be recorded in the income side. So we will record to profit on sale of furniture 400. Now moving on to the next item, to entrance fee. Now entrance fee is an income. By entrance fee, amount is 6,000. Next item is building. Now this building indicates that we have purchased the building in the middle of the year, so it won't come in income and expenditure account. Next, by match expenses. This is an expenditure, so it should come in income and expenditure account in the expenditure side. To match expenses, amount is 900. Now moving on to the next item. Next, furniture. Again, this is an asset purchased in the middle of the year. Assets don't come in income and expenditure account. Next, investments. Now investment is not an item of income and expenditure, but as I told you that the rate of interest mentioned with it will indicate adjustment in interest on investment. So we have to do one working note for this. Now investments, when we have purchased the investment on 1st April 2012. So that means how much is the price? 32,000. The value of investment is 32,000. Now see, interest on investment. You have purchased the investment on 1st April. That means you won't get the interest for the entire year. For how many months you will get the interest? You will get interest from April to December, because 31st December is the year ending. That means for 9 months you will get the interest. So it will be 9 by 12 into 20% of 32,000. I am again telling you why I have written 9 by 12, because you have purchased the investment on 1st April. So you will get interest for 9 months, means starting from April to December. See here, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and lastly December. So from April, how many months? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is why I have written 9 by 12 into rate is 20%. 20% of 32,000 will give us 4,800. So our total interest on 32,000 is 4,800. Now see here, how much we have received during the year? Only 480. Less received is 480. Then how much is still left to be received? 4,320. That means still to be received. So whenever any income is still to be received, we term it as accrued income. So here, how much is accrued? 4,320. So how much we have received? 480 accrued means still to be received. How much was the amount? 4,320. This means 4,800 is our total interest on investment. Next, salaries. Now salaries recorded in the payment side, that means salaries is an expense. Now we won't write the salary of 2011. Okay, this we won't write. We have to write the salary for the current year, and since we have adjustment, so first we will write two salaries. We will write the current year balance, the balance of 2012, that is 10,000, and since it has adjustment, so I have written it in the inner column. Next we have insurance. Now insurance is also recorded in the payment side, that means insurance is an expenditure. To insurance amount is 700. Next item is sundry expenses. Okay, now sundry expenses is also an expenditure, but it has adjustment. To sundry expenses, so sundry expenses have adjustment, so we will write 1000, the amount is 1940 in the inner column. Next, by balance carried forward means this is the closing balance for cash. This won't come in income and expenditure account. Now come to the additional information. See here, subscription outstanding on 31st/12/2011. 2011 means previous year, because our current year is 31st December 2012. Now remember one thing, that the ending of previous year is treated as beginning or opening of current year. So any balance recorded in the ending of the previous year will come forward in the beginning of the current year. This means that subscription outstanding on 31st/12 is the outstanding in beginning. Okay. Next, on 31st/12/2012, that means outstanding at the end of the current year. That means this is outstanding at the end. It means this is the 31st/12/2012 means ending of this year. So this current year. So this will be treated as outstanding at end. Okay. Okay. Now subscription, what is the amount? We have 10,400, and as we all know, outstanding in the beginning should be deducted. So less outstanding in 31st/12/2011 means, just now I told you that ending of the previous year will be treated as beginning for the current year. So outstanding in 31st/12/2011 means outstanding in the beginning, that should be deducted. So less 400, and outstanding in 31st/12/2012 means in the ending of the current year means end. So outstanding at the end was 600. So this gives us a total of 10,600. Next adjustment is outstanding salaries for the year ended 31st/12/2012 means outstanding at the end. So that one should be added with our salaries. So add outstanding at end. That means at the end means 31st/12/2012 was 1600. So the total is 11,600. again we have outstanding bill for sundry expenses. Again we have outstanding for sundry expenses. Add outstanding 1200, and this will give us a total of 3140. Okay. Now see the last item. Donation for building includes 20,000 for general donation. So this is an income. So we will record it in the income side. By general donation, our general donation is 20,000. So now we have recorded all the items. Now we will do the total of both the sides. So now when we will add the total of this income expenditure side, we are getting a total of 16,340, and our income side we are getting a total of 58,600. In this case we can see that credit side, that means our income side is greater than our debit side, that is expenditure side. This means that there is surplus. So to surplus. So how we will get the surplus? From the income side, if we deduct all this expenditure, we will get surplus of 42,260. And don't forget to write the grand total, that is 58,600. Here also 58,600 on both the sides. So here we are done.